Tanos was once again among the living. Should one have seen this coming? Well, presumably, because with a name like that, it was probably inevitable that he would pop up again. In honor of Tanos and all the other people who had been resurrected, a great feast was proclaimed in the Cathedral of Light.
How do you feel, Father? Are you well?
Of course, son. Ha! How could I not be well now that I am finally back among the living? I am so eternally grateful to you, my boy. Let's celebrate together with our victory over darkness.
So be it, Father. I have ordered one of my strongest warriors to guard the impregnable gates to the city. Nothing will come through them to disturb our celebrations. Go forth, Hordor. Show us what you can do.
Hordor! Hordor!
My idiot brother has gone and resurrected our even more idiotic foster father and, just for fun, all the heroes I killed in the previous part. Oh, well, at least now there's something to do. Forward, orcs! Time to blow up that party!
But the Absolute Evil's creatures were unable to take these gates. Probably not even a dragon mother or a mother of dragons would have been able to tear them down.
Total bummer, namby-pamby little pack of orcs. But hey, fine. I'll just find some other way to blow up that party.
After all the time Talia had spent talking about blowing up, it was inevitable that she would be hit by a flash of inspiration. Beneath the Cathedral of Light, there was an ancient, long-forgotten cellar. If this were filled with explosive material, it would probably lead to a dynamite buzz for the partygoers.
Everyone stop. I just had a flash of inspiration. If we stack some blazed beer under the cathedral, we can blow the damn place up along with Tanos. I am so brilliant. Forward, little snots. Gather hops and malt, and let's get this party started.
The inebriated evil set about building a brewery complete with brewing kettle, an important step on the way to brewing blazed beer. Payday. The celebrations were in full swing. Tenos, the good paladin of light, however, wanted to give this joyous celebration a more personal touch.
Friends, brothers, comrades, it's good to have you by my side again. My beloved son Tristan saved us all. I have had some of these hideous horde monstrosities captured in his honor. Tristan, to you belongs the honor of bringing the purifying fire upon them.
Father, does that really need to be done? I think we could...
Oh, son, you are so humble. I'll just spring in and take over for a minute. This is for you, son. Enjoy the show.
Looks like those two have found each other again. Tanos is still the same dumbass he was when I put his head on a spear. And that's where he should have stayed. But Tristan, the miserable idiot, at least they have no idea of the favor they've done me here. Okay, little snots, get to work.
Dead Horde creatures could easily be resurrected at a defibrimat in a Horde laboratory. Fortunately, the supposedly dead creature was mysteriously returned to the dungeon, where some little snots picked it up to carry it to the Horde laboratory. The first Horde creature had been resurrected as a defibrimat in the Horde laboratory.
Excellent! Welcome back. I just happen to have a jolly little suicide mission for you.
Talia? Do you always have to disrupt my parties? It's like that time on my 14th birthday, when you dumped that bucket of pig's blood over my head. Men, drive that rabble off! I don't want my father to be disturbed!
Oh, yes, that's right. The red birthday. Oh, those were the days.
Talia's activities in the underground had not gone unnoticed. Heroes set out to destroy the dungeon.
As if those few pathetic wretches stand a chance against us. Go on, polish the traps, sharpen the axes, stretch tripwires throughout the dungeon.
Enemies are in the dungeon. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. The festivities were still in full swing, and more partygoers arrived by the minute. Just then, noble guests from the House of Martell set out with smoking tires to ascend the Iron Throne with sunspots. I mean, to join in the festivities.
They'll never make it, because they're gonna suffer a hostile takeover on the way. Forward, creatures! Scout out the area, set up an ambush, and then just let them have it.
Ding dong, it's payday.
These heroes, they die faster than flies.
Talia! That's just barbaric! Stop it! We
A
are...
special Naga appeared to have been captured by Tristan's henchmen and was being paraded through the city as part of the festivities. If the gracious evil were to free her, she would certainly join him most joyfully.
What a pathetic creature. Go on, get moving, mother of madness. Shame! Shame!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The not-yet-lost-to-reason evil had built a brewery. A delicious aroma spread through the dungeon. Delicious blaze beer was ready and waited only for the hand of terror to place it into the forgotten cellar below the cathedral.
Something is wrong. I feel it. Men, you must stop Talia. Take battle formation. Trebuchets to the fore. The archers take a break, and the cavalry dashes straight on in, just like we practiced.
Ha! It's time to purify another one of those heretical monstrosities with holy fire. This one is yours, Tristan, my beloved son.
Thank you, Father. Even if I would prefer to forego the honor.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Fortunately, the Frankensteinian evil was now able to use the Horde laboratory to revive its Horde creatures. The first barrel of Blaze beer was deposited in the cathedral cellar. However, in order for this to have a reasonable explosive force, many more barrels would have to be stacked here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory.
A few of these vile creatures and put them on display, my son. Wonderful.
Well, actually, they're just prisoners of war at the moment, Father.
Things such as prisoners of war can only exist among rational beings, son. The only thing you can do for these creatures is to give them a quick death, but that can wait until after the feast.
Like how? I'll free them and add them to my army. Go ahead. Go on out there. Release the cages and smash those creatures to bits. The other way round, of course. A ghost hunting group by the name of Shooby-Doo was on their way to the festivities along with their mysterious machine. Then let's see those mysterious figures disappear somewhere in the ghostly mists.
Stop killing heroes!
But I'm on such a roll right So much for those Scooby-Doo ghost hunters. Those kids and their dog won't be stopping anyone anymore.
What's that smell? Is someone brewing beer? Without letting me have any? That's downright insolent, that is. Off you go, lads. Go and get it. We're running low up here.
The delicious smell of hops, malt and barley had little chance of escaping an unerring dwarven nose. It was only a matter of time before those vertically challenged bearded so-and-sos would start digging into the dungeon.
Let them come. Off you go. Build traps, sharpen your weapons, and have Fairy Tale Throat Songs Part 3 at the ready. That way the pain won't stop at the face. It'll go all the way through to the ears.
Ding dong! It's payday!
Brewing beer takes forever. I thought we were in dungeons here, and not some boring empire building game where I spend 3 hours watching my settlers bake bread.
Indeed, brewing the beer turned out to be more than a little tedious. Fortunately, there was a welcome solution for the tech-addicted evil: magic batteries. These could be used in a work unit to power it magically for a short time.
Ooh, that sounds just like what I need. All right, go ahead. I've got my credit card ready. Do I get a gift basket if I buy several at once?
The teleshopping tuned evil first had to further research the workshop and then build an infusomat. It immediately set about doing so.
It's time to purify another one of those heretic monstrosities with holy fire. This one is yours, Tristan, my beloved son.
Thank you, Father. Even if I would prefer to forego the honor.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Fortunately, the Frankensteinian evil was now able to use the Horde laboratory to revive its Horde creatures.
Boy, what have we got here? This is one ugly dungeon. That's not very nice. Don't even have an invitation. Come on, guys. Get rid of that lot, and then bring me the beer!
Keep your dirty hands off my beer. I need it for a... Well, never mind. Go on. Knock them down. Flatten them. Shave off their beards.
A dead Horde creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted. Dwarves continue to spread throughout the underground. The first infusomat was ready to go. Now, all that remained was to craft a magic battery out of toolboxes and mana.
Oh, on you go, you lazy little snots. Get that stuff over here. If this keeps up, we won't have the beer done until Tanos's great-great-great-grandchildren are up there having a party.
Payday! Enemies are in the dungeon.
And that's a few more heroes I knocked off. That would have been a nice assignment too.
Talia, do you have to do that? You're just ruining my party like you did my 13th birthday. I'm just going to resurrect all the heroes later anyway.
Talia now possessed a very high-level and powerful horde creature. With a little research, this could be turned into a champion unit.
Oh, is that so? You know, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I've been a general for so long, but some details...
Well, actually, it was the same in the last one.
Whatever! Let's just do it that way. It can't hurt if the cannon fodder can take even more.
Thirsty dwarves made their way to the dungeon. The first magic battery had been completed. Now, all that was left was for it to be turned a few degrees to the north under a full moon on a clear night with a light westerly wind, and then for a one-armed Helovati maiden to speak the magic formula over it while riding a horned wobble panel.
I beg your pardon?
Just a little joke on my part. All the magic devouring evil had to do was toss the magic battery onto a brewing kettle to boost it.
This barrel collecting thing is taking forever! Can't we just raid a brewery or something?
While there was no brewery nearby where one could steal barrels, there was a spell that could be used to create resources. The magic-addicted evil vaguely remembered having used this one before.
Really? Wow! That sounds super. Well then, let's get a move on. That should do the trick. Oh, that looks just terrific. There really seems to be some progress being made.
Magic batteries could be used on all work units that would normally be operated by a little snot. The curious evil planned to keep experimenting with that. Talia and the dwarf-rejecting evil had driven the dwarves from the underground. These would no longer cause any trouble.
And thankfully, they also left their supply of gold behind. Well, that's friendly.
All good things come in threes, my son. Look deep into the flames of the purifying fire, and behold the mercy our goddess bestows upon this unworthy life.
Yes, Father. If you say so.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Now they're sending me my new subordinates by express mail. Hop to it, little snots. Get to resurrecting so that the creature can head back into battle.
The brewing evil still had to produce and store beer. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Payday! Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. The resourceful evil simply created a few barrels of beer without any further ado. Splendid! kingdom of Vakanda sent a troop to join Tanos' celebrations.
That awakens the thrill-monger in me. We'll flatten them. These heroes, they died. Is that disgusting smell of salt in my nose? Is there a subway?
The decaying evil's little snots couldn't keep up with reviving creatures in the Horde laboratory. Maybe it was time to set up a second Deathy Brymat.
You got that right. Phew. You can hardly stand it. Smells like a locker room after a workout. Be back.
Payday. Enemies are in the dungeon.
I'm back.
Welcome to the festivities, my friends. Vakanda forever.
Stupid old partygoers. Stupid old Tanos. I'm still gonna crash your party.
man-of-wars have appeared in your dungeon.
Welcome back, creature of the Lord. Talia cares about you and has made sure you were resurrected. Now, get back to the front, maggot.
Ding dong, it's payday. Jubilant supporters of the clearly good and legitimate King Halfrant were on their way to Tanos's feast. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory. Payday. Another delegation of guests had reached the festivities. In keeping with the motto, better safe than sorry, the construction-addicted evil had erected a second Deathly Dry Mat. Well done.
I wish I hadn't purified that one bard. The one with the gold and the wizard.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.